My daily is a BMW M5. But to this day, still my favorite car to drive is my Mazda Miata NC. I drive it for exactly what it was made to do. I live in a mountainous region, so I have an absolute blast with it every weekend. I go to the peak of the mountaintop right before the sun comes up. I eat my donuts and my coffee and I watch the sunrise. And then I spend the next 20 minutes or so driving down the mountain back into town. Every weekend I do this, and it brings me a level of peace that money just can't buy. So I am an economist. I basically analyze economic data and trends and policies to understand and predict economic behavior, all of while offering insights and recommendations to businesses and governments and individuals. Now, for my fellow car enthusiasts out there who feel like times are hard right now, the U.S. economy right now in this moment appears to be in a delicate phase. I'll give it to you like I would say one of my clients or so. Economists forecast a growth rate of around 0.8% for this year, a significant slowdown from previous projections. This marginal growth is accompanied by inflationary pressures and higher interest rates, which have begun to tighten consumer credit and dampen overall spending as a whole in America. Moreover, policy decisions such as the escalated import tariffs, which used to be around 2 to 3%, have now been pushed to an astronomical rate. And that's still being manipulated, and it changes every day apparently. So it's kind of hard to forecast what the future holds on that front. But, this has created like an atmosphere of uncertainty across various sectors. These tariffs, they're along with other trade tensions as well. They are not only affecting general consumer confidence, but are also directly influencing the cost structure within industries that depend on global supply chains, including the automotive sector, which is where we all as a community have a very large stake in. I'm not here to get political, but just calling it like I see it. No matter what, the tariffs are going to affect the costs of almost every car and every car part purchased in the upcoming months. Adding to this, for enthusiasts like us who are keen on imported goods and vehicles such as JDM classics or even German engineering and parts from Germany, this means that acquiring new vehicles will require a closer look at financing options and possibly lead to a stronger demand in the used car segment. Over to the supply side, new car inventory has been a mixed bag. Recent data indicates an increase in overall inventory levels, partially due to residual stock from previous production cycles. Yet, popular models from brands like Toyota and Honda continue to face supply constraints, which adds upward pressure on their prices and limits negotiation leverage. This dichotomy means that while some new models may offer competitive pricing, in-demand models, like let's say the Civic, are more likely to remain a scarce commodity and not necessarily allow for much negotiation leverage there. Simultaneously, the used car market is exhibiting notable changes as well. After over 2 years of steady declines, we've begun to see a reversal where used car prices are once again creeping upward. And, for instance, recent trends shows a year-over-year price increase of about 1%, I think, equating to an average bump of roughly, I think the stat was $317 or so. The average used car price now hovers around $25,000. These shifts are largely the result of new car financing and coupled with the direct impact of import tariffs and a lot of things affecting new vehicles and the parts and the prices that go into them. I want to emphasize the parts though, because many consumers tend to forget that the cost of parts directly correlates to the price of the vehicle's upfront cost and the long-term cost of the vehicle as well. The auto parts and accessories market is undergoing significant adjustments. Global figures indicate that the market was valued at approximately 2 trillion in 2024 and is forecasted to reach around 2.4 trillion by 2030. A lot of that increase can be contributed to the rising cost for raw materials such as steel and aluminum, And also, well, increased shipping expenses driven by supply chain disruptions and tariff policies. All of it is contributing to higher prices for both original, OE, and aftermarket parts. Now, what that means is for car enthusiasts investing in restoration and custom projects, this means that parts and accessories may become considerably more expensive in the near future. Now here's where I insert my advice. I have a few different things that I want to make note of here. For one, I think we should prioritize preventative maintenance. Keep your vehicle in tip-top shape so you can forestall costly repairs down the line and avoid paying the increased costs for certain parts and repairs. Don't ignore those odd sounds or inconsistencies from your car. And please keep an eye on your dipstick. I've seen so many people mess up their cars by simply forgetting to check their oil or even change their oil. Number two, I would probably secure hard to find parts now rather than wait. I understand that for many of us, parts are expensive and we want to probably delay until we get our next paycheck or until we pay a debt off or whatever. But if you're really trying to get a part, and it sounds irresponsible, and it is, but if you want to pay lower cost, I would get it now versus waiting. And I say that delicately because I don't want anyone to quote me and say, oh, well, Andrew said I should buy this car part, so I'm going to buy it and go into even more debt. And that's not what I'm saying. I'm just telling you, between now and later, the best time, obviously, is probably going to be to buy it now. That's all I'm saying. Number three, I would probably explore alternative financing. Some used car loans already averaging around 14%. That's ridiculous. So it's important to do some research and secure the best financing options available. Look into some credit unions if possible, or consider some refinancing options as well. Trade-in deals or down payments will help, but I know that's not always a benefit that everyone can take advantage of, so just try to be smart and don't just jump onto the first deal you see. Just try to look around first. Let's see, number four. Oh yeah, engage with the community. Sharing some purchasing strategies or market insights, or even using social media to find deals on parts and even full-on cars, if you trust the seller. That can help, and that can help you avoid some financial crushes as well. I know myself, I've bought many of things on Facebook Marketplace, and they've all been great. They've all saved me tons of money. So if you're needing a part and someone has it, sometimes it may be worth driving out to wherever you need to go to save some money. Now, in closing, the U.S. economy faces headwinds characterized by stagnant growth, persistent inflation, and tightening credit, all compounded by fiscal imbalances and geopolitical trade tensions. I know that's a mouthful, but these factors are having a definite impact on the automotive market in a big way. Take this as a call to prepare. We'll get through it, but many of us will have to slow our roll on a few projects or so. I know for me, I have definitely cut back on any excessive spending. I try to stay within a budget, and I find out what I can work with. And anything I have left, I try to see if I can reinvest it in other ways in the market. So make the calculations, and whatever's left, be smart with it. Don't forget a savings plan for when things get really tight. And after that, then you can focus on maybe buying some goodies for the car. But yeah. That's all I have for today. I appreciate you giving me your time. Thanks for even letting me come on and share some of my advice to the rest of the car community.